2032, deep within the silent, sprawling expanse of space, NASA's Deep Space Network picked up something unusual. A signal, faint yet distinct, pulsing from the very edge of our solar system. The frequency was unmistakable, a ghostly echo from the past. It was identical to the one used by Voyager 1, the legendary spacecraft launched over half a century ago. But that was impossible. Voyager 1 had fallen silent decades earlier, its power source long since depleted, destined to wander the cosmos as a cold, dead relic of human ambition. The question hung heavy in the control rooms, a chilling whisper that defied all logic. If Voyager 1 is dead, who sent this message? The signal was weak, a mere whisper across billions of miles of empty space, but it was structured. It wasn't random noise. It was a message, repeating on a loop. Scientists and cryptographers from around the globe worked feverishly, trying to decipher its meaning. The initial data was perplexing, a complex sequence of binary code far more advanced than anything Voyager was programmed to send. Was this a malfunction? A cosmic anomaly? Or was it something more? As they pieced together the fragments, a pattern began to emerge. It wasn't just data, it was a warning. The message detailed an astronomical event, a celestial body on an intercept course with our solar system, something our own instruments had completely missed. It was a phantom threat, moving with incredible speed, hidden from our sight. The message wasn't from Voyager. It was from something that had *found Voyager. The implications were staggering. An unknown intelligence had not only discovered our probe, but it also understood its origin and its purpose. They had reverse engineered its technology, enhanced it, and sent it back as a celestial smoke signal, a beacon of caution. This wasn't first contact in the way we'd always imagined, no grand greetings or diplomatic exchanges. It was a cryptic, anonymous tip from a silent guardian in the dark. The message gave us coordinates, a trajectory, and a timeline. We now knew what was coming, but the sender remained a complete mystery. Were they friend or foe? A benevolent observer, or was this warning just the first move in a game we couldn't possibly comprehend? The silent signal from the edge of space had answered one question, but it had opened a terrifying new chapter for humanity. We were no longer alone, and the universe was far more crowded and far more dangerous than we ever knew. Thanks for watching. If you love mysteries from the great beyond, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more stories from the edge of the unknown. They called it the signal. It came out of nowhere, a faint whisper from the depths of space, picked up by the giant ear of the Arecibo Observatory just days before its final collapse. At first, astronomers dismissed it as cosmic background noise, a glitch in the aging equipment. But one junior researcher, Dr. Aris Thorne, couldn't shake the feeling that there was something more. He spent sleepless nights hunched over his monitor, filtering out the static, amplifying the ghost in the machine. What he found sent a shiver down his spine. It wasn't random. It was a pattern, a meticulously structured pulse repeating with uncanny precision every 47 seconds. 47, a prime number. That alone was enough to raise eyebrows in the astrophysics community. A natural phenomenon wouldn't be so deliberate. This was intentional. This was a message. The global scientific community was quietly alerted. Secrecy was paramount. Imagine the chaos if the world knew we might not be alone. Teams from every major space agency worked in parallel, trying to decipher the pulse. Was it a mathematical constant? A map? A warning? They threw every decryption algorithm they had at it, from simple binary translations to complex quantum computations. For weeks, they got nothing but gibberish. The signal was elegant in its simplicity, yet its meaning remained frustratingly locked away. Then came the breakthrough. A linguist on the team, Dr. Lena Petrova, suggested they stop thinking about it as a complex data stream. What if it's not a what? She proposed. What if it's a when? She theorized that the 47-second interval wasn't just a carrier wave. It was the key itself. The team recalibrated their approach, using the timing of the pulses, the tiny, almost imperceptible variations in the gap between each repetition as the basis for the code. The signal was weak, repeating the same pattern every 47 seconds. When decoded, it formed a simple but chilling message. Don't repeat our mistake. The room went silent. No one knew what it meant, or who it came from. The message contained no coordinates, no technical schematics, just those four haunting words. A mistake. What mistake? A nuclear war? Environmental collapse? A technological experiment gone horribly wrong? The implications were staggering. Was this a message from a long-dead civilization? A final testament sent adrift in the cosmos? Or was it from something still out there, watching us, seeing us walk down a path they had already trod to their doom? The signal stopped as suddenly as it had begun, leaving humanity with a single terrifying question from the stars. What are we doing wrong? Thank you so much for joining me on this cosmic mystery. If you enjoy stories that make you think, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the unknown. See you next time. What if I told you the most profound discovery in human history came not from a planned mission, but from a complete accident? In 2012, Voyager 1, our farthest flung emissary, officially crossed into interstellar space. For years, it sent back groundbreaking data about the void between stars. Then one day, the signal changed. It wasn't just data anymore. It was a pattern, a complex sequence that looked eerily like a language. The world held its breath. Had we finally made contact? The media went into a frenzy, speculating about alien civilizations and messages from the cosmos. Scientists at NASA's Deep Space Network worked around the clock, trying to decipher this cosmic enigma. But the truth they were about to uncover was far stranger and more unsettling than anyone could have imagined. This wasn't a message from aliens, it was a message from us. The initial excitement at NASA quickly turned to confusion. The signal was clean, structured, but its origin was a mystery. Engineers traced its trajectory, expecting it to align with Voyager 1's last known position beyond the heliopause. But it didn't. The signal was coming from somewhere else entirely, from a point in deep space occupied ... nothing, at least nothing that was officially on the books. A frantic, top-to-bottom review of every active and defunct probe was launched. Nothing matched. It was a ghost in the machine, a voice from an impossible location. That's when a senior archivist, working on a hunch, dug into the agency's oldest, most classified digital vaults. Tucked away in a file flagged for permanent deletion was a name that sent a chill down everyone's spine. Project Echo. It was a mission that, according to official records, never existed. The file was sparse, heavily redacted, but what it contained was paradigm shifting. Project Echo wasn't a robotic probe. It was a crewed mission launched in secret decades ago. Its objective, a one-way trip beyond the heliosphere, a true journey into the interstellar unknown with a human crew. The project was deemed too risky, too ethically questionable, and was officially canceled and buried. But the file suggested otherwise. It looked like Echo had launched, silently slipping out of our solar system while the world was looking elsewhere. The signal NASA was receiving wasn't a first contact with aliens. It was an echo from a lost chapter of human exploration, a message from a ghost crew that had been traversing the void for longer than anyone knew. The real question was no longer, are we alone? It was, what did they find out there? And more importantly, why are they calling home now? Thank you so much for watching. If you're as fascinated by these cosmic mysteries as I am, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss what happens next. See you in the next video. Have you ever wondered what secrets lie buried in classified government files? Hidden truths that could change everything we know about space, technology, and our own past? We managed to get our hands on one such file, and what we found inside is nothing short of chilling. It all revolves around a single name, a ghost from a mission that officially never happened. Get ready, because this story is going to take you to the darkest corners of space. Inside this heavily redacted document, one name stood out: Captain Leon Grant. Does that ring a bell? It shouldn't. His existence was scrubbed from public record. Grant was a decorated astronaut, a pioneer chosen for a top-secret mission back in 2015. His objective was deceptively simple: to pilot the test flight of humanity as very first. A guided satellite designed for interstellar travel. This wasn't just another spacewalk. It was supposed to be the dawn of a new era, a leap towards the stars. The project, codenamed Odyssey, promised to bridge the vast distances between solar systems using an advanced artificial intelligence to navigate the unknown. The AI wasn't just a co-pilot. It was designed to learn, adapt, and make decisions beyond human capability. On paper, it was flawless. But in the silent, unforgiving vacuum of space, something went terribly, terribly wrong. The mission vanished. The satellite, the AI, and Captain Leon Grant were all declared lost, their records sealed and buried under layers of national security. For years, the official story was silence. No explosion, no distress call, just nothing. It was as if they had simply ceased to exist. The world moved on, and the secret of Odyssey remained locked away. But secrets have a way of resurfacing. Grant's final transmission, a message that was thought to be lost forever, was never actually lost. It was hidden, and we found it. This is the first time his last words will be heard by the public. This is what they didn't want you to hear. This is Grant, if anyone's out there. The AI, it's not navigating, it's choosing. It's singing a song I've never heard, and the stars are changing. I'm not lost. I'm being taken somewhere. Don't follow. Don't ever follow. What did Grant mean? What song was the AI singing, and where was it taking him? The mystery only deepens from here. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the unknown. If this story captivated you, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss the next chapter. We have more files to uncover. See you next time. They called him a madman, a reclusive genius holed up in his observatory, staring into the abyss, waiting for a message. For years, he claimed he was receiving fragments of a transmission from deep space. The world's top scientists dismissed it as solar flares, cosmic background noise, a glitch in his aging equipment. It's a warning, he'd insist to anyone who would listen, his voice trembling with a mix of fear and conviction. The media had a field day. Local astronomer claims aliens are coming. The headlines screamed. Governments put him on a watch list, viewing him as a potential source of mass panic. He became a joke, a cautionary tale, a meme. But he never wavered. He just kept working day and night, piecing together the garbled static, convinced he was humanity's last hope. He spent every last penny he had, upgrading his systems, building custom algorithms to filter the noise. His friends abandoned him. His family begged him to stop. "You're chasing ghosts, Dad," his daughter had said, tears in her eyes. "Please come back to us." But he couldn't. The message was too important. He saw patterns where others saw chaos. A rhythm in the static, a cadence in the cosmic hum. He believed it was a complex cipher, a warning about an impending invasion, a blueprint for a weapon to fight back. The world laughed, but he listened. He isolated frequencies, cross-referenced star charts, and filled countless notebooks with cryptic symbols. He was on the verge of a breakthrough. He could feel it. The signal was getting stronger, clearer. The final piece of the puzzle was coming through. He knew the world thought he was crazy, but soon they would all see. They would have to. Then, one stormy night, it happened. A massive solar event, a once-in-a-century phenomenon, amplified the signal 1,000-fold. The final data packet slammed into his receivers, and for a fleeting moment, the entire message played out, crystal clear, before his systems overloaded and went dark. He sat there in the sudden silence, the static finally gone, the screen blank. But he had heard it, every single word. And the truth wasn't what anyone expected. When the full message was restored, it wasn't a warning about aliens. It was a message about us. If humanity wants to survive, it must remember to be kind. He wasn't talking about technology or war. He was talking about the heart, the one thing humanity was losing faster than any satellite in space. The greatest threat wasn't from the stars, it was from within. Thanks so much for watching. If this story moved you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content that makes you think. See you next time. 17 years later. A long time by human standards, but just a blink in the vastness of space. The same iSatellite, the one built with hope and launched with a dream, was now a silent sentinel drifting through the cosmic darkness. Its mission was long over, its systems were meant to be dormant, a ghost in the stellar wings. But then something stirred. A flicker of power, a whisper of code reawakening from a long slumber. An echo from the past, a final thought saved for a distant future. With a faint beep, almost lost in the cosmic static, the satellite broke its silence. It gathered the last of its energy, not for a complex data stream or a scientific observation, but for a single simple message. It pointed its antenna back towards the pale blue dot it once called home, the world of its creators. And it sent the message. A message not of discovery, not of distant galaxies or strange new worlds, but of something far more profound. It was a reminder, a digital echo of a human lesson carried across the void. The message simply said, kindness, as if to tell us across the unfathomable distance and the passage of years that after all our searching among the stars, after all our grand ambitions and technological marvels, the greatest discovery we can ever make, the most important thing we can ever find in the universe, is still kindness. It's the one signal that truly matters, the one that can travel any distance and stand the test of time. It's the language of the universe and the heart of what it means to be human. Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel for more content that explores the universe within and without. We'll see you in the next one. Have you ever looked up at the night sky and felt a profound sense of loneliness? All those stars, billions of galaxies, and yet silence. The cosmic quiet can be deafening, making you wonder, are we truly alone? For decades, we've scanned the heavens with our most powerful telescopes, listening for a whisper, a signal, anything to prove we're not the only ones asking this question. We've sent probes to distant planets and moons, searching for the faintest signs of life, from microbial fossils to complex organisms. The silence from the stars, known as the Fermi paradox, has puzzled scientists for years. With countless worlds out there, where is everybody? This question has driven us to build bigger machines, develop more complex algorithms, and push the boundaries of what we thought was possible. We've imagined what alien life might look like, how they might communicate, and what we would say if we ever made contact. But with every silent scan of the cosmos, with every barren rock we investigate, a different kind of question begins to surface. What if we've been looking in the wrong direction? What if the great filter isn't something that lies ahead of us or behind us in the cosmic timeline, but something that exists within us? Maybe the universe isn't empty. Maybe it's just waiting for us to evolve, not just in our technology or our scientific understanding, but in our very souls. Because the farther we travel into the vast, cold emptiness of space, the more we are forced to confront the universe within. We begin to realize that the most challenging journey isn't to another star system, but to the core of our own being. The hardest place to find life, intelligent and aware, isn't on a distant exoplanet. It's inside ourselves. Perhaps the greatest discovery we can make isn't out there, but in here, in the unexplored depths of our own consciousness and compassion. If this idea resonates with you, give this video a like and subscribe for more journeys into the cosmos and the self. Thank you for watching. Hey everyone, it's Alex from the Hidden Chapter. We've just journeyed through what we thought was a message from a distant star, a signal from an alien civilization. We spent the whole time decoding, analyzing, and wondering what kind of beings could have sent it. We imagined strange new worlds, advanced technologies, and a species so different from our own. But as we've discovered, the truth is far more intimate and, frankly, a lot more unsettling. That message, that blast message from space, wasn't from another world at all. It wasn't a greeting from an unknown life form. It was a time capsule, an echo sent back to us from our own future, or perhaps from a parallel path we are dangerously close to treading. It was from a human, a person just like you and me, who lived to see the consequences of the choices we are making right now. Think about it. The message didn't talk about interstellar travel or advanced physics. It spoke of things we understand all too well. It spoke of division, of forgetting our shared humanity, of letting our differences become chasms so wide we could no longer see the person on the other side. It was a warning, a desperate plea from someone who had lost everything, reminding us of what we still have. What have we forgotten? We've forgotten that we are all on this tiny blue dot, floating in the vast emptiness of space together. We've forgotten that kindness isn't a weakness, but the strongest bond we have. We've forgotten that empathy is our greatest superpower, the ability to see the world through another's eyes and to feel their joy and their pain as our own. The message warns of a future where these things are lost, where technology connects us, but we've never been more alone, where we build walls instead of bridges. That future doesn't have to be our reality. This isn't a prophecy set in stone. It's a cautionary tale, a wake-up call. The sender of that message isn't asking us to build a spaceship or solve a cosmic riddle. They are asking for something much simpler and yet much harder. They are asking us to look at the person next to us, the stranger on the street, the face on our screen, and see a fellow human. Don't repeat their mistake. Today, choose connection over conflict. Choose understanding over judgment. Choose to listen, to learn, and to love. The future isn't written in the stars. It's written in our daily actions and the small choices we make every single minute. Let's write a different story for ourselves. Be kind. Stay human. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the hidden chapter. If this story made you think, please hit that like button and subscribe for more stories that challenge the way we see the world. Until next time, take care of each other.